Hello, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new here, just for good measure.
I'm Kat.
And I'm Sonny, and we are going to be watching Vinland Saga. It's something that has been recommended to us a lot, especially because, well, we are Scandinavians. More specifically, we are from Denmark, so like Viking history, it's part of our history. So it's gonna be very interesting to see with this series, like how it adapts that history and how many deviations there's going to be, and so on and so forth. So yeah, very curious. Pronunciations as well. Like that's pronunciations from, like, if we're watching it in Japanese with English subtitles. So it's probably not going to be like straight up like Nordic pronunciations, but we are going to do our best to pronounce it in a way that makes sense to us.
If it makes sense to us.
If it makes sense to us. But yeah, so surprise, I guess, because like didn't really.
I mean, people have been wanting this since I don't know, since we started this channel, basically. So.
Yeah. At least like since we started watching anime, like we when we watched Attack on Titan, it was one of the series.
I even think it was before that. Like I think it was some of the first things that people actually started to recommend to us.
Okay, first episode, season 1, episode 1. It is titled "Somewhere Not Here." Let's go. Damn, beautiful already.
That can't be Denmark, at least.
No.
All those.
Helga. Oop. Whoa, okay. I imagine there's gonna be a great deal of violence as well. Whoa!
You were like 0.02 seconds quicker to say that.
Yeah. And it just showed us.
You don't even got out.
Okay, so...
Sorry.
Iceland?
My Icelandic is really bad.
By yourself? Like that? I wouldn't call that sneaking. Damn!
No, that's,
Wow. He is good. Oh! He didn't seem too bothered by that. Some great visuals so far, but that is to be expected. Wow, even being able to swim in all that armor and heavy fabric. Damn, okay. Some opening.
I don't know if you know what VLAN is.
America.
Right, good.
Yeah.
Good. I just had to be sure.
Yeah.
If you knew.
I do. There's a lot of history that I've forgotten, but I do remember some things.
Oh, is this gonna be a thing where it's like there's spoilers in the
intro? I don't know if it's one of those. Sometimes it's just, with anime intros, it's just all cool visuals and maybe some sort of like character, showing out some characters and stuff. And then other times they're just showing you what's going to happen during a season. But like right now, all of this is like no context really. But feel free to let us know, like, if you think we should watch the intro or just like not pay too much attention.
His
heavy metal.
His beard was like parted.
I saw someone eat a mushroom, like a berserker.
Yeah.
Bucket. somewhere not here.
Also, definitely not Denmark.
No.
No. In case you don't know, but you probably don't, Denmark is flat.
Very flat. No mountains whatsoever. So this would be Iceland. Yeah,
yes.
I was about to guess, but then they told us.
But
a handful of years later.
A handful of years, yeah, because that was like 80 something.
980 something. Now we are in
1002. That means we are 64 years away from the loss at Hastings.
Gotcha.
That marked the end of the Viking period.
Yes. Wow, that is one muscly
cow.
Yeah, apparently it was a cow because it had several. Yeah.
Udders.
It had udders. Thank you. Otherwise, he would be milking some. No.
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 No. Looking across the sea.
もっと豊かな土地がある。風がそう告げていたのだ。そしてわしは見つけたのだ。新大陸を。
The new continent.
What's his name? What's his name?
わしはその地に名をつけた。
Getting it now?
No, he's just saying that he calls it Vinland.
Yeah, that's what I meant, that we were gonna get.
Oh, yeah, but I want to know his name.
どうじゃ一尾ども、少しは見直したが、このレイフ・エイリクソン様を。
Leif Erikson.
原住民にも出会った。
Mm-hmm.
言葉は通じなかったが、すぐに友達になったよ。いいか、こいつはな。
Well, that's a better first meeting than
someone else did.
What happens later in history.
真の戦士か。やっぱおっちゃんはすごいな。
だろう。いい子だトルフィン。
Torfin.
今乗せてよ。
Wanna go now?
だってじいちゃんが言ってたもん。西にはヨルムンガンドがいて近づく船をみんな。
俺証拠。真の戦士の。
だいたいレイフさん戦士じゃないじゃん。みんな言ってるよ。おっちゃんはヒゲ生えた子供だって。冒険ばっかで戦の役に立たないって。
ああ。
ホールズ、こいつらバカにするんじゃ。ビシッと言ってやってくれ。
さあ、今日はお開きだ。
So we have Thors. That's the father of Thorfinn. Oh. And the mysterious figure approaches.
弱ってるのはこの2頭だけだったよ。
おお、寒かったな、ユルバちゃん。おじさんが温めてあげよう。
スケベ親父。進め！フィンランドはすぐそこだ。
進め！
トルフィン船長。
なんだ？
ヨルムンガンドが。
Ooh. Something tells me we're inside of a little boy's imagination right now.
姉上、自分のベッドに行きなよ。狭いよ。やだ。ずるいぞ。このベッドは僕が温めたんだから。それよかおいで。姉上が抱っこしてあげる。ああ、もう。ねえ、父上。どうしてうちは奴隷を。
Well.
よそはよそだ。毎年聞くな。どうした？
この下、なんか。
Oh, it's the person. Oh, and that with the collar. Wait, what was that it?
No.
No, okay.
昨日の話どこまで本当なの？
どこってなんじゃい。全部本当だい。
じゃあさ、この船に乗せてよ。自分の目で見れば信じるよ。
あそこに軍船もある。代々村で使ってるそうだが、お前の父上なら喜んで貸すだろう。
Probably not.
わしは若い頃、流氷に閉じ込められたことがある。食料はすぐになくなって、氷を食ってひもじさを紛らわせた。
Damn, yeah. And eating ice might not be the best thing, health-wise.
どうして僕らはそうまでしてこんな北の島に住んでるの？
ヘルガ、湯を沸かしてくれ。
Oh, okay, still alive?
ねえ父上、もう死んでんじゃない？手足腐ってるし。
Ooh.
この村の人じゃないわね。かわいそうに。どうしてあんな吹雪の中を。
Well,
Clearly escaped from somewhere.
わしらの先祖は昔はもっと東の地に住んどった。ノルウェーという名の土地だ。ここらより暖かく、海も凍らん。
And there's definitely mountains in Norway.
Oh,
That's
yes.
not the same as Denmark.
ハラルドという強い男が。
Hey.
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yes.
多くの者がハラルドの圧政を嫌い、支配の及ばぬ統一へ移り住んだ。それがここ、アイスランドだ。
Mm-hmm.
嘘だ。
So we're not going to be spending a lot of time in Norway, Sweden, Denmark.
I don't think so, no.
父上、聞いてよ。レイフのおっちゃんが。
What a thing to walk in on. Oh!
生き返った。
あんた、どこから来たんだ？俺は連れ戻されるのか。ハーフダン様の
Halfdan.
どこにも行くあてなんか。
Hmm.
通るぜ。来てくれ。
Oh, damn. And he's here?
奴ら奴隷がどうとか言って強引に上陸しやがった。レイフさんが間に入ってくれてるが、今にも若衆とおっぱじまりそうなんだ。
人間に似合う唯一の首飾りだ。金でも銀でもねえ。鉄の鎖だ。
I already have a strong dislike for Halfdan.
因縁つけてんじゃねえぞ。どうせこの間の剣を蒸し返そうってんだろ。
あの喧嘩でてめえには左腕を切られた。
そっちこそよくも兄貴の。
Oh, so yeah, just a lot of bad blood there.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
兄貴はもう二度と歩かねえ。野郎の足もぶった切って。
Well, he already lost an arm. Damn. Hey, oh!
法は鎖だ。ゲドウどもは繋がれて初めて人間の一員になれるのだ。
He's,
ここはどこだ？こんなに安らかな気持ちは初めてだ。しっかりしろ。おい、あんた。
he was just about to cross over.
おやじ、おふくろ、姉さんも心配してたんだ。バラバラに売られたから。ここはどこなんだ？
Separated from his family.
遥かな西、海の向こうにヴィンランドという名の土地がある。奴隷商人も戦の炎も届かぬ統一だ。
For now.
Yeah.
いつか俺たちと一緒にその地で暮らさないか。
He's very kind-hearted. Well, shit.
あなたの奴隷が死にそうなとこを助けたわけでして。
ハーフダン、この男いくらで買った？
羊2頭、若いメスだ。
3頭やる。俺が買おう。
Oh?
他の奴隷の前で見せしめに拷問せにゃなら。
Oh. Wow.
ならば4頭だ。
He's a big dude.
その倍といえば。
You
だ
want
そう。
8?
すべて3歳以下のメスでな。
くたばり損ないに羊8頭とはな。いい取引だぜ。
Alright. Just shake on it.
それでそいつの鎖を解いてやったつもりか。それでそいつをどこへ連れて行く？
Hopefully take him far away from you.
姉上、悲しいの？悲しいわよ。羊8頭もしたのにあっという間に死んじゃったのよ。
Oh.
Wow, she's annoying.
父上
Yeah.
レイフのおっちゃんがご先祖様は東から逃げてきたって逃げてここに来たって。
ああ、そう伝えられている。
That is what they say.
じゃあここからも逃げたい人はどこに行くの？
Well, Vinland. What?
Oh. Is it all his fighting gear?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, and then that was it. Starting out with some action, and then jumping forward a handful of years, and getting to know some characters and a little bit of history and some stories. Are they true? Are they not? And kind of teeing up where we are presumably going from here, which is, towards Vinland. Vinland Saga. Vinland, yes. I have a tendency to, because I'm speaking English a lot most of the time in these videos, and, pronouncing things in English. But yeah, we're going to make an effort to pronounce names and places in the way that we would usually pronounce them in Danish. So yeah, what did you think about this one?
It was a bit confusing, but also so far they're not straying too far off the history.
Yeah.
So that part is nice.
Sure, yeah.
We get these people like straight away they give us incentive to care for these people.
Yeah.
They give us some sort of like insight into Thors, who we are. I think we're not mainly gonna follow him. I feel like we're gonna follow the kid.
Yeah, his son,
Thorfinn.
Yeah.
But we're gonna we have a glimpse. We're getting a glimpse into Thors, like who he is, and some of the stuff that he's dealing with, like guilt probably towards killing a lot of people because he was a warrior, and
a lot of killing there, yeah, to begin with, as we saw.
Yes, and maybe I should just like put this straight. Viking is not something you are; it's something you do. It's like a profession, just like being a farmer or being I don't know, like a lawyer, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like it was a profession that you went Viking.
Yes, so it's not like everyone who lived back then was
they
like a powerful Viking.
No, they were mainly just like farmers.
Mainly farmers and traders and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So this whole idea that all Vikings were like this, it's just it's a bit misguided. Let me just tell you that.
Great
of course,
warriors, berserkers wearing horns, helmets with horns and braids and tattoos, and no, that's not. That's the Hollywood version of Vikings.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I really like the way that they're not straying too far off the path here. I also do like because they instead of making everyone blonde or redheaded, they're actually showing Thors has darker hair, yeah. Harald has Halfdan has dark hair.
Yeah.
And I many years ago I was at this lecture about like they did like epigenomic testing on a lot of like archaeological finds in these like major burials from back when.
Yeah.
And the people usually being buried in these types of burials or graves, they were leaders, or they had some sort of like significance to the community.
Yeah.
And actually they tried to look at like what genes were basically prevalent, and or at least to a higher degree. And it was like actually dark-haired people, like tall dark-haired people, were actually most likely to be leaders, at least. Like that's what they found from. Of course, there are many different interpretations of this.
Sure.
They
yeah.
also happen to find like a gene that is involved with schizophrenia. So there's that. And like that was like the whole, that was because it was when I worked at the neurobiological research unit at the Rigshospitalet that we had this lecture, and it was a bit like, and how does this lecture fit into what we like
usually deal with
our part of the like science, and it was like the schizophrenia part. I don't remember much else except like that, because everyone is like, when they think about a Viking,
they think tall, blonde,
hand to heart, how many people would think tall blonde person,
tall
right?
blonde, yeah,
with
exactly.
blue eyes and everything, and it's actually like, at least the leaders were usually dark-haired.
Yeah. So it's definitely more varied than
yes.
what is usually portrayed when you look back, and
Yes.
and again, like it can get very out there, and it's just almost like straight up fantasy when you then just only portray them as these tall, blonde haired warriors, again with like tattoos and braids and horns and crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of historical evidence for this or that, actually.
No.
And of course you also have to, what we do have is something you have to be critical towards. Also in terms of translations, in specifically like, because it's been written about, so the Viking period is a part of the Iron Age, I think it's called, Jernalderen. And it was like only 400 years, so between around 600 to
a little more than 1,000.
Yeah, as I said,
1066.
1066.
Yeah.
That was when
the Viking Age officially ended.
Because and we usually say that it ended with the big slay. What's that called?
A big battle.
Oh yeah, the big the battle at Hastings in 1066.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, I think it was Gorm den Gamle who made all the Danes, like made them, what's it called, like christening them?
Yeah.
Basically, like christening the whole nation, and then
became Christians instead of followers of the Christian faith, and instead of the old Norse.
Yes,
gods.
and it's also more or less the first time we are called Danes.
Yes,
and it's all written on the Jellingsten,
which is a very like culturally significant stone with writings on it, and So
sorry, there was a little bit of a history lesson.
It's great.
I'm sure all of you nerds out there, you already know all of this. But just in case, this is at least from the top of my
and it's a nice refresher for me. You're better at remembering stuff like that than me for sure. So it's
not Gorm den Gamle. I think Gorm den Gamle was father to Harald Blåtand, who was the father of Svend Tveskæg, and it was Harald Blåtand, and that's why it's called Bluetooth, because it's a Danish company. Because they were Harald Blåtand was the guy who...
Was he the one who...
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just because Gorm den Gamle is named. I'm pretty sure he's he's named on the stone, but I don't remember if... I feel it was Harald Blåtand.
But he's like the first... king of
Gorm den Gamle was
Denmark, or
sorry, my history is a little bit blurry right there. But yeah, he also, as you said, if it was Harald Blåtand, he collected all the tribes of Denmark and then
united them, and
and then called them as Denmark. It basically means the field of Danes.
Yes. Because it's one big field, and they're Danes.
And here are the Danes.
Yes,
and
here are the Danes.
We collect them all. We collect all the tribes. We unite them and call them the Danes.
Yes. All right. So some history there, and anything else you want to say before we dive into the second episode?
We did have thralls.
Yes.
Back then, so I'm a bit interested in seeing how this is playing into all of it, because this thrall was obviously some and that's also in a way like showing how Thors is like thinking and like
yeah. Like they definitely showed us who he is as a person.
Yes, and
he values human life a lot, and
Yes.
was willing to already now, like he not even knowing the guy, just saved his life pretty much. Just like, yeah, I'll trade all of our sheep almost, or 8 of them, which at least to the sister seemed like a very bad deal. Like she was straight up mourning the sheep, or mourning the thrall. Unfortunately, also died immediately after, and was then hopefully reunited with his family in the afterlife, if you believe in
yes,
that.
and that's also what we saw, and that was very nice and heartwarming.
Yeah.
And as you say, it says a lot about his character that he also said straight out, because she was like, "Why can't we get a thrall?" And then it's like,
we don't do that.
we don't do that.
Nope.
We don't do that.
Yeah. So that immediately endears that character to
Yes.
the audience, because of course, like now looking back and with the modern lenses, and we know that having thralls and just slavery in general is one of the absolute worst things.
However, it was something everyone did.
It was something everyone did.
That's the
did
thing
back
I'm a
then,
bit
yeah.
curious about, is like how close it is to like is like historically accurate.
Yeah, sure.
Whether,
yeah.
Or I don't know, maybe this I actually haven't looked him up, because Thors and Thorfinn doesn't really ring a bell necessarily, like historical wise, so they could easily be like fictional, that they write into the story, because Leif Erikson is very much a real person.
Yeah.
And like the whole saga about Vinland, that is how it goes, like as he said.
Yeah. We showed up, we met the natives, we traded.
That I don't know about that part, but at least that they went to, and also about like running away from Norway as well. Was also true. Like Erik den Røde was basically the first person who he ran away from Norway. He settled in Greenland, and he made like the first like settlement there, and then they went from Greenland to or Leif did to Newfoundland in Canada.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then and then I don't remember like how he got back to Iceland, but at least he's here, and what he said to Thorfinn was true. At least that's how the saga goes, is what I'm saying. Of course, we don't know for certain, because we weren't there.
We weren't there.
But that's how it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Another history. Sorry.
That's fine. It's fine. Like I love that we're finally getting into this. Okay,
I'm sure this is why people has been asking us all along.
Of course.
Especially also when you did like the God of War. I'm pretty sure that people were in your stream saying you have to watch Vinland Saga, because.
Of course. Yeah. Anything that deals with that history, the history of our ancestors, basically, makes sense. And if you're interested, those God of War playthroughs are up on the channel, both for God, the Norse mythology one. So it's like the first one from 2018 and the second one, Ragnarok. I played both of those games on the channel. But okie dokes, shall we dive into the second episode? One more thing. Okay.
Danish word of the day.
No, we'll do that at the very end. We'll do that at the very end. So we'll do one Danish word for 2 episodes.
Okay. I already know what it should be. So
great, perfect. So we don't have to think about it. Let's get into the second episode. That one is just titled Sword, and that was also the last thing we saw in the first episode, like inside of this chest. Yes, thank you. Sword. So what?
Yes. I'm just not sure if my word is going to be fitting, but we'll
figure it out when we get there.
Yes,
okay, here we go. Second episode, Sword.
Here we go. I'm sorry.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
I was very, very, very much into like Vikings and like the
history,
that part of like like the Norse mythology when I was a kid.
Yeah. Me too. I just unfortunately have forgotten most of it, but very much into that as well, and one of the few like subjects in school where I was interested and I actually got good grades and yeah.
I loved it. Every year we went to Jels in southern Jylland, and we watched the play. Every year they have like a summer play.
Yeah.
Based in this period of time in this like Norse mythology, all our sagas, all of like there's a lot of shit going go into there. So we watched that play every year.
Yeah.
So that's how much we were into it.
Of course, yeah. It is also like just, I'm biased because, well, we are Danish, but I do think that, that the whole history, it is very, very interesting. It's very intriguing, and also again like just mythology wise, because it's so far removed from where we are now in the world. So.
Yes.
And they're just going so hard at like the the intro, or like it just very heavy metal.
Fader.
Oh, Northumbria.
その日は土曜日で、バイキングたちは土曜日に風呂に入る。
That is something that is like we did bathe a lot back then.
What we are told.
That's what we've been told. Yes,
Through.
that they were surprisingly vain.
Whoa.
Oh no, that's at your most vulnerable. Don't spare the women and children. Great.
So this is some of the few like Viking settlements in Northumbria. So that's England, right?
Oh yeah. It's yeah, settlements there. Okay, so how is all of that connected to?
額は喋っちゃダメだ、トルフィー。お前いつも真っ先に死ぬよな、ファクシー。
Aw.
強い戦士じゃないとバルハラには入れないんだぞ。
Damn it.
やられたか、トルフィン。
Hey.
雪の上で死ぬと風邪をひくぞ。
いいな、いいな。今度どこ行くの？
ノルウェーさ、遊びじゃないぞ。手織物や毛皮を持ってって。
Okay, back to Norway.
本国のみんなとイエス・キリストの誕生日をワインで祝うんだ。
僕の父上はミードが好きだよ。分けてもらえば。
I don't want meat, I want wine.
一走り、お前の父上に伝言を頼む。軍船が来た。
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
Sheet?
こんなもんでどうかな、親方。今度は下がったろう。
水入れてみな。
Damn it.
力を入れすぎなんだよ、トールズさん。
父上！父上！
By the look of him, he has a lot of that strength. Whoa. They look like they mean business. Towards the troll, damn.
ハーフ団たちみてえなゴロつきとは違うぜ。
Those are like, warriors.
ヨウムの戦士たちよ、私はここだ。まさかここまで探しに来るとはな。不老機。
Oh.
ヨウムの戦士たちって言ってたよな。お前知ってるか？さあ。
なんか父上怒ってる。
入浴の最中を狙っての奇襲だったということです。
Okay. That's how, yeah, connected. Oh, and they were Danes. Yeah.
デンマーク国王スベンの妹君、グンヒルド様もいたとのこと。
How did they just spell Sven?
I have no idea.
What in the heck?
Swain?
Swain? It's just Sven.
ヨウム戦士団はデンマーク軍と連合します。来たる春にはイングランドへの侵攻が始まりましょう。
Oh.
好きにするがいい。ここは北の最果ての小村だ。
Yeah, I don't think he's interested in...
我が資料シグバルディの命令は全艦隊ヨムスボルグに集結せよ。例外はない。 そのものがたとえ脱走兵といえどもね。
Oh, just
15年前行方不明になったあなたがこの度晴れて戦線に復帰する。すべてを不問にしてそういうことにしてくださるというのです。我が首領はそれほどにあなたの
well, from what we saw, he was a very, 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 very capable warrior. So
お代わりになられましたな、あのトールズ殿が。あるいはこの村が変えたのか。
だ、逃げろ。
戦災とは今日まで無縁だったのでしょうな。
聞いたか、戦だぞ。すっげえ。俺初めて
don't,
No.
you guys, don't be excited about that. But also, I get it.
お前ら人を切ったことねえだろ。そういう経験があるかないかで。
Oh.
Intense?
あなたがこたびの戦に加わらぬとおっしゃるなら、私は使命を果たせぬし、我が狩猟の面目も潰れる。
You're gonna make him.
Yep.
And from what we know about him already, he's gonna do everything in his power to like spare his people.
Right?
Yeah.
トールズが昔ヨウムの戦士だったとは
強いんすか。
な。あまりに強くてベンドランド王などは彼らから税金を取れないでいるほどさ。
Oh, okay.
主命により勇者トールズ・スノーレソンに加勢を頼むためこの地へ参った。
勇者。
我と思わん者はトールズ殿と共にヨムスボルグへ参られよ。
Yeah. Well.
戦ぞ。
Again, with the excitement. I don't. Yeah, they're all excited except for the one who has actually been to war before.
昔人を殺すことで身を立てていた。ある日急に嫌になったんだ。殺すのも。
Had enough.
だから逃げたんだ。戦場から。
Okay, so that is, yeah, straight up what happened back then, as we saw. Ah, and why he dropped his sword.
自分のしてきたことにけじめをつける時が来たんだ。
レイフさん、今日出航じゃなかったっけ。
トールズに頼まれたんだ。その軍船と船団を組むことにしたよ。
Oh, okay.
いざって時は俺らが守ってやるからよ。
Sure.
I kind of hope
頼も
that
しい。
I'm counting on you.
kind of hope that life is just gonna be a beast
Yeah,
because they're all doubting him, right?
yeah. Oh, speaking of beasts.
囲め囲め。
Ow!
トロフィー。
Oh! He wants to prove he's as strong as his dad. That's the wrong way to go about it, man.
トールズ、ちょっと見てやってくれないか。
折れてるな。
Oh, damn.
本当か。うちの子が。それはすまなかった。
Yeah, you need to talk to your son, dude.
いい戦士になるぜ、あの子は。やっぱりあんたの血だよ、トールズ。
But he doesn't want him to.
No.
He doesn't want to hurt anyone, and then by extension, of course, doesn't want his son to hurt anyone or get hurt.
あれ。おお、かっけえぞあれ。俺のも見てくれ。
Wow, they are all in for a rude awakening once they, yeah.
I think it's gonna be the opposite of an awakening, though. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
A rude awakening. Yeah.
なんなのよ、物置ひっくり返して。うちの武器はどこ？は？武器？
He's gonna find the, yeah.
Yep.
Oh. You just grab it like that?
剣は人を殺す道具だ。お前はこれで誰を殺すつもりなんだ。
The,
敵
the enemy.
お前に敵などいない。
Hmm.
誰にも敵などいないんだ。傷つけて良いものなどどこにもいない。
Oh.
おかしいよそんなの。
I really like Toros.
父上は嘘を言ってる。僕にだってわかる。
トルフィン。
おトルフィン。
ヘルガ、
はい。
あの子を頼む。
Yeah, he's of course, yeah.
He's not coming
No.
back.
Not gonna be going, and then, yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
今朝はオーディン神の機嫌がいい。出港にはいい朝だな。
ああ。
Hey!
主よ。
行くぞキリスト坊主。避けたら殺すぞ。
Dodge? He's...
あ、てめえ、避けてろ。
How can he dodge? He's tied to a pole.
He can.
Well, yeah, sure.
キリスト教が好かねえだけですよ。フローキーの旦那。それより、さっさと仕事の話をしましょうや。
Hmm.
Let's get down to business. Sorry.
Came out of nowhere.
That was the sub.
Yeah.
奴の死体と引き換えでなければ払わんぞ。奴の船と罪にはお前たちの好きにしていい。トールズを殺せ。
What in the... Oh, damn, that's a...
Cliffhanger?
Yeah, annoying way to end the episode. But we just mentioned it that Tors is most likely not coming back.
Yes.
There's already a lot going on, I feel like. Not that it's straight out confusing or anything, but like a lot of information for sure being thrown at us, and then you end it like that with the people that just came and talked to Thors, the Joms Vikings with their leader whose name was Floki. We see him talking to someone else there in the end, on the Faroe Islands, and they want them to, or he wants them to kill Thors. Why exactly? Do they? What's the whole deal there? Because the only information we have is what we got from them. From Floki when we came and talked to Thors and said that, well, yeah, you're a deserter, but we're willing to forgive that if you come fight for us now. But was that just a way to get him to leave? But if that's the case, if they just want him dead, why not just kill him then and there?
I mean, they still want the warship with the warriors.
Yeah,
right?
okay, that's
so,
true. Yeah,
so perhaps it's to get them going and then still kill off Thors.
Yeah. I mean, he also said something about who sent me once. I'm supposed to bring you no matter what. But once I've done that, you can do whatever. You can desert again if you want to. You can just leave. And that was probably he's setting him up. And that's
a very what's it called?
Despicable.
No. It's something that occurs a lot in the sagas.
Oh, okay.
Yes, a lot of betrayal and backstabbing and lying and all of this.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Just a lot of that in general through history.
I mean, it's they were very, very bad at being honorable. It's just what I'm saying. It's at least some cultures had some sort of a code of honor or something.
Yeah. If we look way further to the east, for example, and towards Japan, at least, you know, like the typical when you talk about like samurais and honor, and like this is a bit far removed from something like that. So yeah, expecting for potential tragedy and heartbreak here, because like I'm already like after 2 episodes, I'm rooting for Thors, of course, and again like they're doing a lot to endear him to us, to the audience, with just like how he's behaving, what he's saying, all of that. And I'm afraid that like what we're, because again like I haven't read up on the story exact or anything like that, but what I think we're getting into here is he's gonna go away, he's gonna die, Thorfinn is going to find out about it and maybe even find out who did it, and it's gonna be a revenge story for him.
I mean, maybe, but
and then he's gonna learn along the way that like his father's words and what he said to him about no one is your enemy, like you shouldn't want to hurt anyone, like that he'll realize that at the very end maybe, but he's gonna go on a long journey full of like violence and revenge.
But then I mean, like if it's called Vinland Saga, then there's gonna be like this whole underlying notion constantly about Vinland.
I think it's because like, at least like right now, I think that that's just because his revenge, like this revenge story, him wanting to avenge his father, that's gonna take him to Vinland, and that's how it maybe a lot can happen. That was just
I don't want to spoil anything for you.
Okay, history wise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's already, but that's, you know, as you already said, it's nice and kind of refreshing, you know, watching something Vikings related where like they are staying relatively close to the actual history.
So far, so good.
So far.
I mean, but I also said this in the first episode that I feel like we're setting up Thorfinn. And that's like because he's gonna be like the main character.
Yeah.
Another part why I believe this is because of spoilers. But at least but I think that's right, that at least with we're setting up Thorfinn on his journey by showing, okay, what is his upbringing like, what was his father like, what was his father's story, so we get these moments with him before he's killed, and as you say, it kind of fuels him to go about stuff like
violently
or other things. But I mean, like, it's just gonna set up like his story, and it's gonna set up his motives, it's gonna set up a whole lot of stuff in terms of character arc, all of this.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
It's nice, yeah. Good setup so far. Really, really good setup. Like I'm already hooked, and I definitely want to continue. So that's freaking great. And just mentioned it. The animation, it's great. It's beautiful. It's very like, again, like every time you zoom in on the eyes, there's so much emotion there, just the way that it's animated. So it's
I'm a little confused about the timeline though, because it did say King Sven, right?
They did.
Sven, and of course you can just be king for like a subpart of Scandinavia, but I feel like also from the intro we saw Sven, like a huge dude with like a
split beard. Yeah. So,
and he's and that's a very like, so the historical figure is Sven Twistgate.
Yeah. So Sven split beard.
Yes. Who was, or two beard, and he was the son of Harald Blåtand.
Mm-hmm.
But as I said, I am not I'm pretty sure Harald Blåtand was in, or maybe it was Sven. Maybe that's where we're working towards. Because that would be too late, right? In 66, we would.
Maybe we should read up on our history, before the next couple of episodes.
I mean, if this is Sven Twistgate. I mean, we have the Battle of Hastings in 1066, where it's like they ended the Viking period, and I'm a little confused with the timeline. Whether that actually matches up, I am sure it does, but I was just a little bit confused. Maybe I was also just confused about the way that it's spelled, Sven.
What the hell was that? Swain.
Swain.
Swain. And maybe it's just because like they, think that that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, and then they spell it like that, or
either that or it must have like, because I have a friend who's transcribing, or well, he's like historical shit that's been written down. He's handwritten. He is transcribing that.
Yeah.
And some of the things, like Old Danish, is like the way that they spell things.
Oh, yeah.
It's like crazy. It's like Danish is crazy just right now, but this was just like made no sense. So maybe it's like
a very even worse.
Yeah, maybe it was even like, maybe it was the way that it was spelled.
Maybe. But definitely not like, if you look at it, that's not how you say it.
And that's not how we spell it today. It's just what I'm meaning. Like it's SVEND. Sven.
Yes. Yeah. SVEND. Yeah, exactly. Is it you spelled it in Danish?
I spelled it in Danish. I did.
that's all right.
But it's like so close. Like
yeah.
I
think they got it. Speaking of Danish, should we wrap it up with Danish word of the day? In case you are new here, we do Danish word of the day. It's usually just, when it's the two of us reacting, we take a word from what we're watching and we translate it into Danish. You said you already had a word prepared after watching the first episode.
Yeah,
so
and it doesn't fit with the second one, but I think we should go for it anyway.
That's fine. What is it?
Thrall.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it's pretty close.
It is pretty close. They didn't say, at least according to the subtitles, they didn't say thrall. They straight up said slave. But it's
But this is like the old Danish word. Of
exactly. So thrall in Danish.
Træl.
Yes, kind of close, and you have the a in there, which is the a and the e put together, and it says a lyd, so træl. Yes.
Yeah, sometimes it's even more like an A sound, actually. Træl.
Yeah.
But it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Anyway,
Danish is a weird language. We've said it many times.
Well, I've used a harder language for it, but yeah.
Yeah, putting it mildly.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. Yeah.
Yes. So, thrall.
But I think it's because they had slightly better circumstances than slaves. But I could be wrong about that.
Yeah.
That's why there's this distinction there. But I mean,
maybe, yeah, we could look that up, or you guys can look it up and bless you. Another one. You guys can look it up and feel free to tell us in the comments. But do you have anything else? Nope. All right, then that's gonna do it for this reaction review of the first 2 episodes of VINLAND SAGA. Finally getting into it. Can't wait to continue. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you as soon as possible. Farewell.
Bye. Farewell.